Howdy everyone, Pocher here with an Age of Magic video, and in today's video we're moving into the next round of the AI Championships. In this round, Kelpie is going up against Deadman. Kelpie won the coin toss and opted to go first. So moving into the bans, we have the Naja ban first from Kelpie and the Softy ban first from Deadman. Two good bans. You do not want the Naja Drake army being summoned. We have seen people lose to that in the past, so a good ban from that. This Softy, again, we've seen Softy do remarkable things in the AI Championships. It's a solid ban. Next up, we have the Tyros. It's gold, it's off the table, pretty much. There's very, very few opportunities where gold characters break through the the selection process, or the banning process, sorry. And with Tyros would just do work in this championship. So he is off the table. And Sneaky Beaky ban next. An interesting ban with Sneaky Beaky. I wouldn't consider him a threat, so to remove him is an interesting choice, especially when there are certain other heroes on the table that could do a lot of damage. And then moving into the Tiliana ban and the Balara ban. So Tiliana, obviously we've seen Tiliana, pretty sure it was in the qualifying matches where Tiliana would just wreak havoc. I'm pretty sure someone built a demon team or a undead team against a Tiliana, and the Tiliana just smashed through that without any issues. So I think from there, Tiliana has become a bit of a scared, or has invoked fear into a lot of players. So good ban there. And the Balara, again, I don't consider Balara a good ban choice, especially when there's no Danae on the field. However, your strategy could simply be banning bad heroes, so good heroes are on the field for you to pick. That is also an opportunity. So in terms of a dangerous hero, I do not consider Balara one, but the banning strategy is up to the player and the player themselves. So moving into first picks, Kelpie went with the Roynar first pick, strong pick. I think this may be the first time we've seen Roynar on the main team. Can't recall any other times we've seen a Roynar. So that's a very solid first pick. And then the Suna Swamp Killer pick by Deadman. Again, a great counter. Suna, Swamp Killer, both very high tier characters, can do a lot for your team. Suna has a fair bit of utility with taunting, dodging, passive counter or support attacks. So very good hero. And Swamp Killer, just a glass cannon, can do a lot of damage, can dodge a lot. Without the Danae leader, she will be dodging a lot. So pretty strong dodging characters on Deadman's team. First up, moving into the next selection, we have the Drake and Lokia. So your Kelpie here has pretty much built a solid Dark Elves team with the Drake and the Lokia. I mean, they will work well together. Roynar, Drake, Lokia, missing some other vital characters. Imagine the Naja was left on the field. There would be all types of issues. But he's built the Dark Elf army, moving over to Deadman, picking the Sandariel and the Kobolok. So Sandariel will be able to act as a leader if there is no other leader left on the field, giving him a nice little boost to his team. Sandariel has some decent AoE as well, and single target, and can increase the stats or speed of her allies, I believe. However, that is dependent on how many wild elves are on the team, so not a very effective ability. And the Kobolok, good healing, has a bit of a drawback, decreases speed of allies who aren't kobolds. And he has the accuracy decrease AoE, which is pretty powerful in AI combat. Accuracy decrease on an enemy means they're not going to cast their abilities until that decrease disappears. So it's horrible system. The AI works, but it is what it is. Moving into final picks, we have the Hargrim and the Mirrodin from Kelpie. So Hargrim, pretty solid tanky healer, and Mirrodin, some pretty decent AoE. So he has 3 AoE damages on his team, going up against the Prook for the last pick. Prook can do a fair bit of damage, so pretty solid pick on Deadman's team. Moving into subs, we have the Atiles on Kelpie's team. Atiles, pretty decent tank, especially when going up against the Deadman team. He has the Sandariel and Kobolok on there, which can do AoE, so it would trigger Atiles' passive taunt if he was put into the team. And the Zart, which I think is a solid pick as well. Zart is a great hero. Evasion, decrease enemy speed, can resurrect, though it's not permanent, and decent healing. So I think both teams are built pretty solidly. However, which one is going to win, we'll find out soon. We'll jump into the arena and test these two combatants against each other and see who has picked the better lineup. Going into the first battle, and it's a semi-Dark Elf team going up against a pretty strong damage team. AoE coming out from Pruk when the accuracy decrease comes out from Kobolok, which it doesn't, unfortunately. Initiative reset, but with the Sindario, the Suna, and the Swamp Killer, there will be a lot of damage soon to come out from Deadman, hopefully, if people don't start dying. A lot of AoE. Kobolok is first of all, and it's Kelpie's team has almost been untouched. Hargrim finally taking some damage, but a little bit too late, as Pruk and Kobolok and Suna have fallen, with Swamp Killer being very close to perishing. Will they even be able to take out Hargrim? He's a tanky unit. Lokia, nope, the heal coming out, and Sindario left. There's not much she can do, as Kelpie takes a commanding lead and takes the first point. There is a lot of damage built into Deadman's team. Unfortunately, just not enough to get through the rank and file of Kelpie. And Kelpie, yeah, dominating the first round. We'll take the results over to the competitors. We'll give them time to study the video and determine whether or not they want to use a sub and move on from there. Going into the next battle, and Deadman has put in his Zart for his Pruk. So it'll be an interesting battle now. There's a lot more evasion on his team now. As the evasion comes out, how much is that going to help? The Kobolok and the Sindario are put to sleep. The AoE is coming out from Kelpie. A lot of AoE. It's Zart just crumbles. There's not much he can do. If they can take they take out the Hargrim possibly, but now he's already lost his two healers, Deadman, as Kelpie's team has just, he's done work in the first few seconds of the match. The idea of Deadman's team is exceptional. I have to give him credit for the team structure, the evasion, speed, dodging, build. Unfortunately, it's unable to compete with Kelpie, as he is taken out. The overwhelming AoE from Kelpie is just too much. Unfortunately, the second point is going to go to Kelpie, and Deadman being eliminated from the competition. We'll head over to the leaderboard and see where everyone is sitting at the moment. There we have it, ladies and gents. Buglord Kelpie moving forward. Deadman walking, unfortunately, eliminated. Just the way it is. We are thinning out the herd now. In the next set of matches, we finally have our first quarterfinal match set, and that is Judge Emity versus Buglord Kelpie. So they're two great players. They've proven their worth throughout the competition so far. So that will be an intense match. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment below. I will answer it to the best of my ability. And wherever you're around the world, until next time, please take care of yourself.